In this lesson, we're going to explore the idea of saying please don't in Japanese when you want somebody to not do something. Remember, we've got to continue thinking about our Japanese verbs in the two groups, weak verbs and strong verbs. Our weak verbs, remembering, if we take away the must, there's only one hiragana, the ro, and of course those irregular ones with the vowel and one hiragana. This time we're going to remove the must and we're going to add nai to put them in the plain negative, because we need the plain negative if we want to ask somebody not to do something. So mimas would become minai, kimas kinai, demas would become denai, tabemas tabenai, akemas to open, akenai, shimemas to close, shimenai, okimas to wake up, okinai, and abimas to take a shower, abinai. Remembering, with weak verbs we just take away the mas and add nai. Remembering, shimas goes to shinai, and kimas to come becomes konai. We must remember that odd one. Kimas becomes konai. So now that we've got our weak verbs into the plain negative, we need to add the please don't. And we do that by adding de kudasai after the plain negative verb. For example, ano eiga, that movie, or minai, don't watch. De kudasai, please. Please don't watch that movie. Ano eiga o minai de kudasai. Please don't eat that cake. Ano keiki o tabenai de kudasai. Using the plain negative, adding de kudasai. Please don't fight. The verb to fight, kenka shimasu. Kenka shinai de kudasai. Kenka shinai de kudasai. Please don't fight. Kenka shinai de kudasai. So we take the plain negative of the verb and add de kudasai to say please don't. Remembering our strong verbs now, we have kaimasu, utaimasu, kakimasu, hatarakimasu, hanashimasu, tachimasu, machimasu, shinimasu, asobimasu, yobimasu, nomimasu, yomimasu, hashinimasu, and furimasu. Remember, we have to take off the mas. Then we change the remaining hiragana from the I row to the A row and add nai on the end. So once we've removed the mas, we then take that remaining hiragana from the I row up to the A row, and then we can add nai to our verbs to put them into the plain negative before we add de kudasai. So our verbs in the plain negative, we would have, for example, starting at the bottom of our list, furimasu goes to furanai, hashirimasu, hashiranai, yomimasu, yomanai, nomimasu, nomanai, yobimasu, yobanai, asobimasu, asobanai, shinimasu, shinanai, machimasu, matanai, tachimasu, tatanai, hanashimasu, to speak, hanasanai, hatarakimasu, to work, hatarakanai, kakimasu, to write, kakanai, utaimasu, to sing, utai becomes utawanai, and kaimasu becomes kawanai. In the same way as we did with our weak verbs, we add de kudasai. For example, if your teacher wants to say, please don't write with a red pen, akai pen, red pen, de kakanai de kudasai. 赤いペンで書かないでください. Please don't write with a red pen. If you'd like to ask somebody not to read your letter, 私の手紙, my letter, or 読まないでください. Please don't read my letter. 読まない, not read. でください. 私の手紙を読まないでください. Another example might be たくさん meaning a lot. たくさんコーヒーを飲まないでください. Please don't drink a lot of coffee. 飲みます。飲まないでください. Please don't drink. 吸います to smoke. タバコを吸わないでください. Please don't smoke. タバコを吸わないでください. So you can now ask people to not do something, whether it be for their own good or whether it be for your good. ない plain negative でください. ないでください. Please don't. In a colloquial version, we drop the でください and we just say ないでね. You might hear somebody say 酒を飲まないで, leaving off the ください. 酒を飲まないで. Please don't drink sake. バカなことをしないで. バカなこと would be stupid things. バカなことをしないで. Please don't do stupid things. しないで. The abbreviation of the concept of please don't. Of course, if you're speaking to somebody like a teacher or someone who is important, remember to add the ないでください. But we can drop the くださいif we're talking to a friend or a family member. And just end with で.